Welcome back to Google Trends Hub, where we dive deep into the stories that are shaping our world. The news cycle never sleeps, and today, we've got a rapid-fire rundown of updates that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. From digital living to real-world events, buckle up as we bring you the latest insights and the biggest headlines. Get ready for a high-energy blast of information that'll keep you ahead of the curve. Let's get into it. First up, a seismic shift in how we access digital services is underway. Are you subscribed to a popular streaming plan with your family? You might want to pay close attention to this one. We're talking about major changes that could impact how and where you use your subscriptions. Think tighter rules, new verification methods, and a potential pause on your premium access if you don't meet the household requirements. This isn't just about a streaming service. It's about the evolving landscape of shared digital access and the fine print we all agree to. Next, we're shifting gears to a story with significant implications for how content is managed and protected online. A major entertainment company is facing a hefty penalty for serious privacy violations concerning children's content on a massive video platform. We're talking millions of dollars in fines and a complete overhaul of their content management strategy. This case highlights the critical importance of adhering to privacy laws, especially when it comes to younger audiences, and the severe consequences when those guidelines are not followed. It's a stark reminder of the responsibilities that come with reaching a global audience. Then, we're switching gears to a developing situation that captured the attention of an entire city. Imagine a high-stakes, multi-hour standoff involving police and a lone individual. This incident brought a major metropolitan area to a standstill, disrupting daily life and closing down key transportation routes. We'll break down how this tense situation unfolded, the tactics used by law enforcement, and the eventual resolution. It's a gripping account of public safety, negotiation, and the unpredictable events that can unfold in our urban centers. And finally, we're circling back to the digital realm with a follow-up that many have been anticipating. Remember those discussions about sharing premium accounts? Well, the tech giant is now actively pursuing users who have been bending the rules. We're diving into the specific measures being taken, the technology involved in identifying non-compliant users, and what this means for the future of shared digital subscriptions. If you've been sharing, it's time to get informed. Stay tuned for all the details, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Sharing your subscription, YouTube Premium family tightens grip. This development signals a significant shift in how popular streaming services manage their family plans. The digital world is abuzz as YouTube begins to enforce stricter rules for its premium family plan subscribers. For a long time, users have been able to share their premium accounts with family members residing in different households, effectively extending the benefits of ad-free viewing, offline downloads, and background playback to a wider circle. However, this era of relaxed sharing appears to be drawing to a close, as Google, the parent company of YouTube, has started to more rigorously enforce the terms of service, leading to the suspension of plans for users who do not comply with the household requirement. Early reports indicate that users are receiving notifications stating, "Your YouTube Premium family membership will be paused," with a 14-day ultimatum to rectify their situation before all premium features are deactivated. This move by YouTube is part of a broader industry trend where streaming platforms are cracking down on password sharing to boost revenue and ensure subscribers are adhering to the terms they agreed upon. Netflix pioneered this approach, and its success has prompted other major players like Disney Plus and HBO Max to follow suit. YouTube's decision to enforce its household rule more strictly is a direct response to this trend, aiming to stabilize revenue streams and ensure a more predictable user base for its premium offerings. The company has stated that the household requirement has always been part of the terms and conditions for family plans, requiring all members to reside at the same address as the family manager. This policy allows the family manager to add up to 5 additional members, all of whom are expected to share a single physical location. To enforce this, YouTube is reportedly implementing monthly digital checks, likely utilizing location data and account activity to verify that all members are indeed within the same household. For users who have been utilizing the family plan as intended within a single household, these changes will have no impact. However, for those who have been sharing accounts across different homes to save costs, this crackdown means they will either have to limit their usage to the free, ad-supported version of YouTube or consider purchasing individual subscriptions. This tightening of rules could potentially affect the perceived value of the YouTube Premium Family Plan, as its flexibility in sharing is now significantly curtailed. It represents a strategic move by Google to convert more users to individual plans or ensure that family plans are used strictly within the defined familial unit, thereby maximizing revenue and adhering to a more traditional subscription model. The long-term impact on subscriber numbers and overall user satisfaction remains to be seen as the enforcement measures continue to roll out across the platform. This policy change is sparking widespread discussion among users about the definition of household in a digital age and the balance between service accessibility and platform revenue. Now, let's turn our attention to a different kind of digital drama, where privacy and child protection are at the forefront. Disney faces $10 million fine for YouTube children's privacy violations. This settlement highlights the critical need for accurate content labeling and robust privacy measures for young audiences online. Disney is set to pay a substantial $10 million penalty as part of a proposed settlement with the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, and the Department of Justice addressing violations of the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, COPPA, on YouTube. The core of the issue lies in Disney's systematic failure to correctly designate its child-directed content. The entertainment giant, which operates over 1,250 YouTube channels, uploaded tens of thousands of videos that garnered hundreds of millions of views. According to the complaint filed, Disney often failed to mark videos that were clearly intended for children under 13 as made for kids, MFK. Instead, these videos were frequently labeled as not made for kids, NMFK, or left with a default designation that did not trigger YouTube's child privacy protections. This mislabeling allowed for the collection of personal information from children without the required verifiable parental consent, and it also enabled targeted advertising, comments, and other features that are typically disabled for child-directed content to protect young users. The FTC's investigation revealed that Disney adopted a broad channel-level designation policy, applying a single MFK or NMFK status to all videos within a channel. This approach proved problematic, as even channels clearly associated with children's content, like those for Pixar, Disney Animation Studios, and Disney Princesses, sometimes hosted videos that were incorrectly marked as NMFK. This meant that content featuring beloved characters from Frozen, Cars, and Mickey Mouse was inadvertently exposed to advertising and interactive features deemed inappropriate for children under COPPA regulations. YouTube itself had alerted Disney to these discrepancies in June 2020, noting that over 300 Disney videos had been redesignated from NMFK to MFK. Despite this direct notification, Disney did not revise its overarching channel-level policy, continuing to upload child-directed content to channels that were not designated as child-directed. The complaint detailed instances where Disney even failed to properly designate content when attempting more granular reviews, demonstrating a systemic issue with compliance. The revenue generated from these improperly labeled videos through targeted advertising was a key factor in the violations. When videos are correctly marked as MFK, YouTube disables targeted advertising, a significant revenue stream for both the platform and content creators. By mislabeling content, Disney, and by extension YouTube, were able to continue these lucrative advertising practices, albeit in violation of privacy laws. The settlement mandates that Disney pay the $10 million civil penalty and implement comprehensive compliance measures for the next 10 years. Crucially, this includes establishing an audience designation program to review each video published to YouTube for its appropriate COPPA designation. This represents a significant shift from Disney's previous channel-based approach to a more individual content assessment. The settlement also allows for technological alternatives to manual review if YouTube develops effective age assurance technology, acknowledging the potential for innovation in privacy protection. FTC Chair Lina Khan emphasized that the settlement penalizes Disney's breach of trust and encourages technological solutions for children's privacy. The case serves as a stark warning to other content creators and platforms regarding COPPA compliance, underscoring that operational convenience cannot supersede legal obligations to protect children's data. Now, let's switch gears from digital policy to a very real-world unfolding situation that brought a major city to a standstill. Nude woman sparks 4-hour standoff, disrupting Los Angeles traffic. A bizarre incident brought parts of Los Angeles to a standstill for hours as police engaged in a lengthy standoff with a nude woman. Authorities in Los Angeles faced an unusual and protracted situation Tuesday morning when a nude woman barricaded herself inside an SUV, leading to a 4-hour standoff that significantly disrupted traffic in the Westwood area. The incident began shortly after dawn, around the 11,000 block of Ovada Place in Bel Air, where officers were initially responding to reports of a woman screaming. Fire department crews were also dispatched to the scene, responding to a report of a stabbing, but upon arrival, they found no victim. The situation quickly escalated as the woman, driving a Ford Bronco, led police on a brief 2-minute pursuit before stopping on South Sepulveda Boulevard near Montana Avenue in Westwood. The vehicle came to a halt, and the woman refused to exit, initiating the lengthy standoff. The closure of Sepulveda Boulevard, a major artery in the city, caused extensive traffic delays, backing up commuters for hours during the morning rush. During the tense negotiation period, observers noted the woman moving within the vehicle, accompanied by a small dog. At one point, she reportedly tossed a hammer out of the SUV, an action that heightened concerns among law enforcement. Armored police vehicles surrounded the Bronco as negotiators worked to persuade the woman to surrender peacefully. The standoff finally concluded around 10:45 a.m. when the woman exited the vehicle through a window. She then crawled across the roof and hood of the SUV before descending to the street. Reports indicate that she was only persuaded to leave the vehicle when police prepared to deploy tear gas. Following her exit, officers quickly moved to apprehend her, wrapping her in a length of cloth. Her identity has not yet been released by the Lapt, and authorities have not yet disclosed whether any charges will be filed in connection with the incident. The motive behind her actions and the circumstances leading up to the standoff remain unclear, with investigations ongoing. This event highlights the unpredictable nature of public safety incidents and the significant impact they can have on urban infrastructure and daily life. As we wrap up this real-world drama, we're heading back into the digital realm to explore another crackdown that's affecting millions of users. No more sharing. YouTube Premium family cracks down on cheaters. YouTube is enforcing its household rule for premium family plans, impacting users who previously shared accounts across different locations. Google's popular video platform, YouTube, is stepping up its efforts to ensure compliance with its premium family plan terms, specifically targeting users who have been sharing subscriptions across multiple households. This intensified scrutiny marks a significant shift from the more lenient approach previously taken, signaling Google's commitment to maximizing revenue from its premium services. The company has begun issuing warning emails to subscribers whose account usage patterns suggest a violation of the household rule. These emails, often flagged with subjects like, "Your YouTube Premium family membership will be paused," inform users that their premium benefits will be suspended within 14 days if the conditions are not met. The premium benefits at stake are substantial, including an ad-free viewing experience, the ability to download videos for offline playback, background playback on mobile devices, and access to YouTube Music Premium. For those who have been sharing family plans with individuals outside their primary residence, this crackdown means a loss of these convenient features, reverting them to the standard, ad-supported free version of YouTube. The household rule, which stipulates that all members of a YouTube Premium family plan must reside at the same address, has technically been in place since 2023. However, enforcement was reportedly lax until now. YouTube is now reportedly implementing monthly digital checks to verify household compliance. These checks are believed to involve matching mechanisms that analyze location data and account information to determine if all family plan members are indeed living together. Users who have consistently adhered to the household rule by sharing their plan exclusively with individuals at the same address will experience no changes. However, the new policy directly impacts those who sought to reduce costs by sharing their subscription with friends or relatives in different homes. This development underscores Google's strategy to tighten control over its subscription services, aiming to prevent revenue leakage and encourage more users to opt for individual plans if they cannot meet the household criteria. The move reflects a broader trend in the streaming industry, where companies are increasingly focused on monetization and subscriber retention through stricter policy enforcement. The effectiveness of this crackdown in converting shared users to individual subscribers, or in retaining them as paying family members within a single household, will be a key factor in its long-term success. It also raises questions about the future of shared digital subscriptions and how platforms will balance user convenience with business objectives in an increasingly competitive market. Users who previously enjoyed the flexibility of sharing their YouTube Premium family plan are now faced with a choice: consolidate their usage within a single household or seek alternative subscription arrangements. And that brings us to the end of our deep dives for today, but we're not done yet. Let's hit you with a quick recap and a final call to action. That's a wrap on today's top stories. We saw YouTube tighten its grip on premium family plans, hitting users who share across households. Disney faces a massive $10 million fine for children's privacy violations on YouTube. A bizarre standoff in Los Angeles shut down major traffic routes for hours. And finally, YouTube's crackdown on premium family plan sharing is in full effect, impacting users who bend the rules. Don't miss out on future updates. Like this video, subscribe to Google Trends Hub, hit that notification bell, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Follow us on all social platforms for more breaking news and insights. See you next time.